how many managers can we go through? Like, we've had Mourinho, we've had Van Gaal, we've had Ten Hag, we've had Oli, we've had Van Nistelrooy. Okay, I know he was like interim, but like, how many managers do we have to go through?
But you're Manchester United,
actually,
right? Like you can't finish. Like it would actually be a travesty if you finish 12th or 13th. Like we can't. At the start of the season, people are like, yeah, 8th. Man United fans out here saying like 8th, 9th. Bro, like 8th or 9th.
yeah.
8th or 9th as like your ceiling. That's when back 5 years ago, we would shame Arsenal. We would absolutely batter them and bruise them. Every single big team would just be like, what the hell are you doing being an 8th? You're 15th. I don't even know where the hell you are in the table now. I think actually you might be above City. I don't know. Who knows? But it's like you cannot be 12th or 13th. You're Manchester United. Like you're Manchester United. You cannot be 12th or 13th. So yeah, I think you guys have to be super short term and get a manager who will actually be like decent in the now.
But who would you? What would your recommendation be then? Because it has to be someone that knows man management then. Because
I mean, the ones that I would go for would be either Antonio Raiola or Oliver Glasner. Could you get those guys out of their clubs? Probably not. It'll be difficult. But at the end of the day, you're Manchester United, right? So I think the manager has had more than enough time. And his biggest problem, to be honest, Jamie, in my opinion, was coming in November. Like he should never have joined at that time because that's too long of a period without the team that you want and the players that can play in the position that you want to play them for you to have like a transition. Like if he came in February, then February to May doesn't leave a sour taste in the mouth, but November to May playing terribly, losing to Spurs in the final, like that is like, bro, he lost fans before he'd even had a transfer window. You know what I mean? So yeah, he wasn't
I was just gonna say on that, then like you can look at it from that perspective, but then you can also look at it from another perspective of this guy has had the longest preseason ever, and just look at it from this season alone. And this season alone, he's showing so many signs of inconsistency. How can he have such a good performance against Arsenal, an okay performance against Chelsea, but look at the smaller teams they're versing and they can't seem to show up? It's almost like there's an arrogance of like, okay, you know, we can win the smaller teams, they don't end up winning them. Or it's a big team, let's actually show up for the big games.
I think we can't like solely just blame a manager. I think it's a club in general. Like players, again, you're like you said, as Man United, you should be playing. You should have that mentality about you already. Where if a manager tells you to do this formation, okay, in the game, adjust at least. Like you're a professional, you should know how to play in a specific formation, and you should know how to be beating these smaller teams. So I think it's a combination of manager, player mentality. I don't know. I think we just take everything for granted.